made it. We are here for the special episode. Hope everyone can hear me. It's my first time pressing all the buttons, so hopefully I didn't screw anything up. But
you did real good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did good. All right. So I figured, hey, on the special episode, it won't be. It's only for channel members. It's not as many people. So if I fuck it up, it's not. It's fine.
Well, I mean, StreamYards is pretty self-explanatory. They add a few things here and there, but it's not too complicated.
Yeah, it was easy peasy.
But then again, on Tuesday, this does drop for everybody to get.
Yes, that's true. This episode will drop for everybody else. Right now, it's just for obviously our channel members, which. We changed, Dave, right? We actually added a new tier in there. We added the cheapest tier possible. So it's what, $1 a month if you guys want to. Obviously, you guys are already here. So, but anyone who's hearing this afterwards, it's only $1 now to join the Gamers Council, and you get to watch.
So you're a subscription service.
We are, yeah. We're like Netflix. You're right.
So you can get these really cool emojis, which I'm going to put right now.
Yeah, emojis,
awesome. And you get these
phone wallpapers,
first access to this podcast that Wilmy Hood and Scrub Nurse are on. Welcome, guys.
Yes, welcome, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Yes,
hey, glad to be
here.
Which
obviously we had to put them on this show because they do their show at the exact same time we do ours tomorrow.
But that's okay. But what I suggest to everybody to do, we're going to get around the introduction in a second. But what I suggest you to do is to watch Gaming Beyond the Box live. And then when you're done with watching Gaming Beyond the Box, then you can always watch us on replay.
That's right.
So there you go.
We'll take your views. Yeah. Hey. We'll take your views any way we can get them. Yeah. So, absolutely.
Man. I mean, Gaming Beyond the Box has been on a long time. And Wilmy and Scrub Nurse, you guys have been around for a long time, and you guys do a great product, great show, very entertaining. And I strongly suggest that people get in there and check it out because it's mainly about gaming, but sometimes you guys go different directions, and I like that too.
Sometimes
we get some gaming. We get some gaming in there.
You just throw some gaming in there once in a while.
It's
in between
fun time
all the
for
good,
everybody.
And then sometimes we surprise you. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had pretty much the whole conversation was gaming. That was about it. I think a lot of people in the comments were shocked.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, we've been a podcast that's been duplicated and copied several times over by other podcasts. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago,
you're doing the right thing, though, man. Like
years ago,
that's flattery.
We had the first guy to ever be slapped on live, camera, which was Fort. And the next thing we know, all these other podcasts are, slapping their panel members, while they're live. And we even had people getting drunk doing cartwheels and backflips, and it's been interesting.
It's been a journey.
And it's almost 4 years. Yeah.
That's a long time, man. This is not an easy thing to do. I think people don't maybe realize that, but even getting past like episode 7, as it says, like it's the crux for podcasting. Like it's a big deal for doing it for 4 years.
Right,
that's dedication. Right. So you guys, I'm one of the guys was watching you guys years ago. So to be doing it now with you guys is really cool and surreal. So I appreciate you guys paving the way, and we're gonna steal all your good ideas, Wilmy. So I appreciate you doing the slap thing. We'll steal that as well.
we actually did have people stealing the clip and putting it into their shows.
That's fun. All I know is that Rhetri wants to smack the shit out of me. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, once in a while it'd be great if I could just get like a little animation. No, wrong way. See, I always do that.
That's funny.
Thank you guys and the members who are coming here. We got 17 people watching live, so we do have a decent amount of members, but would love for you guys to spread the word. And let everyone know that you can now get into the special episodes and get all the cool perks too, or some cool perks for just $1 a month now. So I feel like a whore I'm selling this, but that's what we were told we got to do. We got to tell people to hit the like button more often. We got to tell people to do that things because we're awful at self-promotion. But it is what it is.
We're getting better.
That's the only way. That's the only way we grow.
Exactly.
That's right. Exactly.
And then,
But-
just sorry to interrupt you, but just
good.
let everybody know, and thanks for being here. I did put it in the chat already. Stick around. Probably about halfway through the show today, we are going to start bringing some people in the chat. We're just going to give you the opportunity to jump in and join us and talk for a few minutes, and maybe get a point across or ask a question. Actually, in here live.
Nice.
So that'll be something different. We're going to be doing here a little bit. So it could get crazy, could go off the rails. Who knows?
Yeah,
we're going to have a lot of fun with that.
Going off the rails.
I will answer
our
anything.
thing, so.
I'm not. You cannot embarrass me. I promise.
Wilmy's like me. That's what I like. Like he gives zero shit. So like, so you guys
I
can
don't
ask
even give that
Wilmy
many.
anything. He doesn't. You don't even have time to give zero shits.
Yeah,
What's
stick
up,
around the
Gavin?
end of the show so you'll get access to Wilmy Hood's OnlyFans page. It'll be pretty nice.
And see, not
Yeah.
only that, you reach that age in life where you're like, maybe I shouldn't say that. And you're like, oh fuck it, what's am I going to do?
Bingo. I gotta. Since we like to go off on a tangent, what was that age for you, Wilmy? Because I know the number for me. I'm just curious for you guys. When did you stop giving a crap about being PR? Being correct.
Probably 19. No, seriously,
Okay.
dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I joined the army at the age of 17.
Oh, there you go.
When I got back from my first deployment, I didn't care anymore. That's been a long time ago.
You saw some things. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
Right?
I
So
mean,
you saw some things. So you're like, well, who cares?
and I just sit back, and I'm like, look, this is my thought. If you don't like it, fuck you. I don't care. I mean, that's it. I've never been a conventional, and everybody uses the word sheeple. I think it's so stupid. I'm not a follower. I never have been, and I'm never going to be one. I just can't. I like to think for myself.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
And I'm not going to let anybody do it for me. So I got that way at a really young age, and it's gotten worse as I got older. I turned 50 this year. And dude, it's just like I don't really care because I'll post something or we'll get comments on the podcast, and I'll comment back. You really think I care what your opinion is? No, I will not.
I only care about your opinion when it agrees with mine.
No, I don't even care then. I mean,
he's like, no, not even.
Well, they can only put it on YouTube comments because you probably blocked them already on Twitter, so that's the only way they can reach you.
Well, yeah, that's true too. And it's just like I don't really care if you agree with me. If you don't, I mean, it's not going to affect my life.
Yep, very true.
And I don't argue with people if you notice that. There's no reason to.
Give them the time of day because that's usually what they want. See, sometimes I fall into that stupid trap where I'm just like, fuck you. I'm like, nope, don't erase. Don't do it. Don't engage. Yeah. They're just trying to get you to engage with them.
Exactly.
And there's so many of them too, dude. Like, what's this one jerk's name? Reforge or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the dude.
Dave's laughing because Dave just interviewed him not too long ago.
Hey, I'm sorry, Dave.
Don't be sorry, boy. Dude,
don't be sorry.
It's all good.
It's fine.
This guy. I mean, and people still fall for it, and it amazes the hell out of me. They'll post something, and I mean, 90% of the time, I really hope they're not as stupid as they appear.
Yeah, right.
And then I sit back and go, I've met a lot of stupid people, so maybe they really are. But the thing is, don't feed into it. That's what they want you to do.
They want you to retweet, repost.
Matter of fact, my buddy Dutch is in the chat. Ask Dutch, he'll tell you the same thing. Don't feed into the crap.
What's up, Dutch?
It doesn't matter. If they've got a dumb opinion, let them have it. They want you, especially now. Because
you get paid for the dumbness. I'm gonna say all kinds of stupid shit on Twitter. You just guys wait, it's coming.
Damn right.
I'm gonna start poking the bear left and right because you get paid for dumb interactions.
And I've really fought the urge because they keep sending me notifications. You want to monetize your Twitter account?
All right.
I'm really thinking about doing it just to see what kind of shit I can start.
And you can get some.
I mean, Wilmy, you're kind of the perfect candidate for that. You kind of already poked the bear. Like, I feel like I'm sure.
Well,
I know
if I'm going to go with
I know
bear,
you make good money, but
if I'm going to go with the bear, I want to do like Baldur's Gate 3 with the bear. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I want to go druid with a bear. Why not? But
oh yeah.
I'm really considering it.
Yeah.
Let's
step in. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Let's get right into this at least. So we're just gonna ask. I want to curious what you guys are actually playing lately, and if there's any shows or movies that you guys are interested in, but mostly video games. What do you guys play? We'll start with you, Scrub.
This one's going to be hard to figure out.
Oh, I would never guess this one.
But I've
Chuck
definitely
us
been
off.
playing Call of Duty. If you're answering Call of Duty, you're right. You are right. And then this morning I downloaded the update for Halo. I want to go back in Halo. A lot of folks have been saying how good it was lately. So I want to go back into Halo, check that out. I'm waiting for the 2.0 release on Cyberpunk 2077. After watching Gamescom, I know we'll get into it. I want to touch bases with that before Phantom Liberty comes out because I'm really excited for that. But yeah, Phantom Liberty looks like it's going to be real good. It's the sad part about what happened with CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. If all the stuff that they've done this last year and what they're announcing coming out with this new update, if that would have been at launch, there's no way this game wouldn't have been a game of the year or at least been nominated. But for all the fumbles, the missteps, the mistakes that they did pushing that game out, it's just a sad state of affairs where it started to where it is now. You're seeing a lot of games, Halo Infinite, now all of a sudden they're getting praises, but it's 2 years later. It's 2 years later.
Look at this guy. Look at this Viking doing a little bit of this. Well, no big deal, but I've been playing, Tower Board, Stalker 2, just Jusant, Motorfest, CP 2077. No big deal. That's what happens when you go to Gamescom, suckers.
Dutch is going to be our special guest tomorrow night, just to let everybody know.
Yes, he
is. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, Dutch will be part of our panel tomorrow, along with PTK and Pixelbit, actually.
Yep. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Gamescom. Yeah, go for it.
No, you're good. And as far as TV, I think the last thing I watched, I just finished the series. I think it's on TNT or whatever. I don't know. The Lazarus Project, the TV series.
I hear it's good.
I've seen that one.
Good sci-fi show. It's pretty good.
Ooh, sci-fi. I have to write that one down. I don't watch normal TV anymore. Like if it's not on HBO or Netflix or if it's not streaming, I don't kind of see what's out there. So I have to check that one out.
Lazarus Project is pretty good right now.
Nice. Wilmy, so what have you been playing? Any movies and TV shows that you've been watching that are interesting?
Well, I'm really not much into. Well, if you can follow me, I watch horror movies. That's really about it.
You're in good company here. Then big into horror.
I've seen a couple of decent ones. Cobwebs was actually really good. I was shocked by that one. With my wife,
I never heard of that one. You say Cobwebs?
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. We watched it last weekend. My wife and I were kind of shocked. And then we watched a really crappy one about the Queen Mary. Ugh, it was bad. But there really hadn't been a lot come out recently because everything's going to this weird psychological jump scare type crap like the Insidious, the Red Door. They should have called that Insidious 2-hour snore. The movie,
I did watch Insidious. I didn't like. I love Insidious 1 and 2. But that was directed by I think Juan or whatever, who's a freaking phenomenal horror director. And then it
it's like when the movies come here, we ruin them. Like if they're done in over in Asia somewhere. We bring it here, we water it down, we make it like PG-13 or something.
Because we want to show it to as many people as possible, and it kills it. I agree with you. I'm with you on that one.
That was like the remake of oh god, it was on the tip of my tongue. The movie where the lady lived in the attic, made the real creepy noises.
Was it? Are you talking? It was an Asian one, like a famous Asian
originally, yes.
Horror? Oh god, I can't remember.
The Grudge?
It's called The Grudge.
Grudge.
Remember the original Grudge?
God, they watered down the Grudge.
Yes, when they remade that movie, the only decent part of that movie was Lin Shaye because this woman plays in everything and she's good at playing crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's just like everything we make doesn't have to be PG-13. Make some real movies again. I'm so sick. And everything is a freaking hero movie.
Yeah.
I don't like Marvel. I don't watch comics. I could care freaking less. And if you hate me for it in the chat, don't care. The thing is, it's just like everything is a DC movie, a Marvel movie. It's got some dude in spandex. I don't fucking care. I want to see a dude with a knife, not spandex, not a leotard, and a cape running around trying to save Lois. I want to see somebody getting slaughtered. I know it's a me problem. I've got issues. I'm okay with that. That's what the psychiatrist told me too. But I want to see something.
They said
decent.
you're okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He
Well,
said all things
I will
considered,
suggest-
I was okay. So we'll take that as
Okay.
I'll suggest one with
sense.
spandex on HBO, Peacemaker. If you want to watch something that is,
Peacemaker's
that's
hilarious.
that's a Peacemaker. If you want to watch something with spandex, but gives 0 Fs whatsoever, watch that one because that is some seriously good messed up television.
Or the boys.
The boys. Boys would be number one recommendation.
I did watch a couple episodes of The Boys. That was
The Boys is good. Invincible is also great.
The only one I like is Deadpool, and that's for the humor.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I mean
100%.
Deadpool. Give me Deadpool all day because Ryan Reynolds is actually funny.
Yep.
He's one of the funnier Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Peacemaker would be right up your alley then.
Yeah, I think you would
that,
like
man.
Peacemaker. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
on,
check it out.
Saying James
It's on
Wan is
Max.
just a bunch of loud noise. Dude, come on. You gonna slander James Wan? Come on. Over here. There's a bunch of horror fans. That's not right.
I do have to say something real quick because apparently I set this up for members only, and somehow everybody's able to watch it. So that's fine. Enjoy.
Oh,
figure
I was
this
wondering.
out.
I'm like, we do not have 40 members yet. So
Wow, we
I
have
was
40
like,
members?
did
That's
everyone
awesome.
just
You know what?
hit the
It's
dog?
comment. It's
Yes.
comment only.
Yeah,
for
that's what I messed up.
subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I messed up, but that's okay. So what I guess what I'll say is that enjoy the sample. See what you'd be getting. Great content you'd be getting if you become a member for just $1 a month.
It's a very
Right?
subscription
Yeah.
service.
Salesmanship.
YouTube.
Yes.
And
Anyway,
you too can enjoy this, and you will get rid of eczema and will cause weird abdominal pain.
And I get a tingly sensation in my tummy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Saying,
Yeah,
"Oh,
you
dang
ever
them all."
notice all those commercials for medications have the same ones?
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. They're very
Oh, no,
long,
or you may
too.
die. What?
Yeah,
And
you're,
cause
you're
death.
taking. Wait a minute, I'm taking this because I have gray hair, but it can cause my testicles to fall off. Great, sign me up.
Sorry.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, Bane, you're not wrong on that. Cowboy Bebop absolutely sucked, so I'm with you on that one. But
you can't
some of them
redo
are
it.
good, but Bebop was not good at all. But Peacemaker
Bebop
was
is a
awesome,
classic.
Oh goodness.
And
Yeah,
see, here's
that is
one of
a
those
good
things
suggestion.
where that just goes right over my head.
Hit the like button. There you go.
It's
Thank you,
anime.
that's anime.
It's
That's
anime.
why.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mhm.
No, I think he means the live action. I'm guessing because they did a live action on Netflix and it's
Yes,
Yeah.
they
already
did.
got canceled. So because it was that bad. But
Oh, Netflix made something and it got canceled. That's a shock.
I know.
It's strange, isn't it?
Right
That's-
behind Google in their cancellations. of
So it's
products,
almost
right
as good
behind.
as that Scooby Doo remake, Velma.
Zoinks.
I didn't see that.
I
Jeez.
watched
I didn't either.
episodes.
I saw people complaining about it. And I was
It
like,
was
yeah.
bad.
Better get back to the mystery machine. Zoinks. Hey man, we have a
Roll.
super chat. We gotta read a super chat.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Roshun Eppen, I'm just gonna say Roshun. $5 super chat. I love horror movies, but they aren't scary anymore. Did you ever see the old Halloween BS new Halloween comparison?
Yes,
Versus,
I have.
versus, yeah.
And Rashawn, to let you know, dude, those movies are actually filmed in my hometown.
There you go.
Yeah, they filmed the new Halloween
that Wilmington?
movies here. Yeah, they filmed them here in Wilmington.
Sorry, I didn't mean
the
to give
funny
away where
part-
you live.
The funny part, I don't care. It's in my gamer tag.
I was gonna say it's in
Uh,
his name.
The thing was with those movies, nobody really realizes it. They filmed both those movies at the same time. So
Yeah.
they were all filmed at pretty much the same time. Didn't take them long, as you could tell if you watched them, because the last one was terrible. The one before that wasn't as bad, but
I
don't know.
agree with that. actually.
Tornado sirens going
yeah,
off.
because then they tried to make him out like he was going to possess people, so they went for that whole like Freddy thing, I guess,
Yeah.
which was
Mhm.
odd.
Yeah.
And now they're supposed to be making a new Nightmare on Elm Street, supposedly.
Yeah.
I don't have very high hopes for that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Why?
I saw the last one.
Right.
I saw the
original had
last
Johnny
one.
Depp.
Yeah. All you gotta do is get his ex-wife in there. It'll be scary.
No, that's very scary.
It is.
That's right, Bane. Yeah, there's going to be a One Piece adaptation. I forgot about that. Guy's producing it. Admitted the Bebop adaptation was bad and promised to work with the creator to make it not shit, I guess. So we'll see. I don't know. Like One Piece feels like it might be. I don't know.
Feels like something you get at
if they're gonna be
Popeyes,
able to
man.
pull that one
exactly.
out, but
Got a One Piece?
yeah.
I want a One Piece and a biscuit.
Popeyes
To go. Oh man, I'm looking forward to the Last Airbender live action. That should be awesome.
Is that Netflix too? Or
Yes,
is
it
that
is.
somebody else? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Nobody else wants to spend the money to actually do a live adaptation of One Piece, especially with all the filler shows and now.
Ooh, read that one off there.
Robert Englund is coming back for Freddy and a new one. Oh, I didn't know he was coming back as Freddy or just doing like a.
Yeah, here's the catch: is he going to come back and play Freddy, or is it going to be like the new Candyman?
I doubt
because if you saw the new Candyman, dude,
sucked.
I know where they were going with it, but it just didn't hit.
Like it. So boring.
I mean,
that was so
it
boring.
just
wasn't even scary. I wouldn't even consider that like a horror movie. That was just
it's just became like every other movie.
Yeah.
So, but enough about movies. I've been playing Diablo 4, and I think I have probably 3 weeks of my life invested in that shit now.
Yeah.
Because I think the last podcast was 17 days.
Wow.
I had in Scrub. So maybe a little more than 3 weeks.
Like that. Yeah.
But I did finally take a break from it. For the last 6 days, I've not played. I've not been too jittery. I'm trying to overdose of caffeine to make it okay. But I've really, really gotten tired of it to the point to where I get nauseated when I start it up now because I'm like, oh my God, I got to do the same shit all over again. But I'm waiting for Starfield, which I get to play next week. Screw the haters. Don't care. I'm going to play that. And I've still got so many games in my backlog. It's not funny.
Same.
Because I think tonight I may actually sit down and play, God, what was the name of it? The Mineshaft game that just came out.
Oh, yeah.
I've had that since it came out. Amnesia. The new Amnesia game. I'm a huge
Amnesia, the bunker.
Yeah, the bunker. I'm a huge fan of Amnesia games, but I haven't even sat down to play that yet, and I really hate myself for it. And I blame Scrub.
It's sitting in mine right now too. It's like I've been meaning to play that one for a while.
The new Layers of Fear I haven't even touched yet.
Have you guys played Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I did briefly, but I kept getting into really bad matches.
Okay. I'm loving that game right now.
What I played was good, but I kept getting in with people that are like sitting in the Walmart parking lot with a laptop. That's the kind of connections I was getting.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like I'm like the group we've been playing with is like the only people who are not having issues with that game for some reason. We've had really good luck with it, but what's going on, Dreadpool? All right. So Dave, you said this is going out to everybody right now, this show?
It is.
Okay. All right.
It's going to everybody, but everybody can't put in something in the chat
unless it's subscribe. There you go. There's a good reason right there. Oh Jesus, yeah, Big Mad Mo. I think he's talking about One Piece.
That's for $1. You can chat and talk with us.
Exactly.
Go.
Yeah, and you guys can come on the show as well. We'll send out an invite through Twitter or whatever the heck if you guys want to. If anyone does want to join us, you're gonna have to let us know in the chat, and we'll send you out the link, and you can step on in here.
It's probably going to be in about 30 minutes, so we're going to get through a couple of topics first, and then we're going to open the floor for everybody to jump in. But go ahead, Rhetri. Let's get this started. Party started.
Yeah. So, or obviously, want to talk about Gamescom with you guys. If you were able to watch any of the content, hopefully you were. And what kind of like what excited you that you saw that was out there? There was a lot of stuff we've already seen. It was just kind of a lot of it was updated trailers. There wasn't too many like world premieres, as they say. But there was a decent amount of content, especially from Xbox. If you're an Xbox person, they had like 9 hours of streaming between 3 days. So there's plenty to show there. But is there anything that stood out for you? I'll start with you, Scrub Nurse, during the show that you thought kind of piqued your interest at all during Gamescom?
Yeah, like you're saying, a lot of the stuff was maybe not rehashed, or maybe a trailer that the company might already had dropped yet before. But seeing what they've done with Wukong, man, that's even gives me more hype for that game for other people to play, because I'm terrible at Souls games. But I love to look at them. I love to watch gameplay of, but I do not have the patience to stay alive in those games. So I was really hyped for what they're got going on, and hopefully the game will be as good as it's been hyped up for, because it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, here it is right here. This game is, I've been watching this game for years now. I thought it would be out by now, but just watching this start from one, as far as I know, is just a single guy. I know the team's not one guy now, obviously, but it started out with just one guy making this title, and it looks super impressive. Obviously in Unreal Engine 5, so it looks creepy as hell. I don't know too much about the mythos and like what this game is really about, but I know like the whole Monkey King thing is pretty popular. So this one definitely hit on my list as well. This looks beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's very popular Asian culture. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is, kind of loosely based off the Monkey King with all of that as well.
Okay.
Like I said, some of the stuff we already knew. I'm glad that they had a nice Game Pass trailer that came out showing, hey, we have these games, come play them. And it was some games like Starfield and certain stuff that are coming out lately that people who might not know get a chance to check it out. Tekken, thought the Tekken trailer looked real well. What they had to show, especially to adding on fighting games. You had your Mortal Kombat. That looked great. Call of Duty. I don't know why they do that on these shows. We're going to show you this exclusive trailer to Gamescom, and it's the exact trailer that was in Warzone, and that's been on Twitter for the last week. But I guess technically it was, the first time it was put on the show. But it was another chance for anybody who hadn't had a chance to see it. I think that was good. The PlayStation game that's been hyped up or been teased for a while, Fort Solis. I think that would probably been a game that's right up Wilmy's alley right there. I don't know for sure, but I thought that was pretty cool.
I can't remember. Was that a scary game?
I think it has some of that elements in it. Yes.
I'm trying to remember that game, Scrub. I can't place it.
Let me.
It's the one where they come to an empty ship and it's all abandoned. And it kind of reminds me of Event Horizon.
Oh, Jesus.
That movie. Yeah. That's the vibes it's kind of giving me. So I think that'll be good.
Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Yeah, it was this one, Wilmy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even heard of it till this actually.
Yeah, they've been teasing. I think it's been on a couple of state of plays. But this one, I guess, was just letting you know, hey, it's out today. So that lets you know how much advertising they've been putting into it. It's an indie game that I guess Sony and PlayStation help put some money into. And you're getting on the ship. You're trying to figure out what's going on. You're docking on the ship. And then a whole bunch of crazy stuff started happening.
Oh, this game's already out.
Yes.
Yeah, it was announced at Gamescom. That's what I was saying. I figured this would be a game that you wanted to play.
There's another one added to the backlog.
And like I said, when we talked about earlier, Cyberpunk really jumped out. There was a lot of JRPGs and turn-based games that I saw, and it's like, yeah, this is just not me. If I do play RPGs, I usually mainly play Western. But I think it was good. The pacing was good. Of course, we had another idiot that jumped on stage. They're going to have to figure out something with their security.
Unreal,
I'm not saying you got to have, like at the NFL stadiums, a bunch of guys just lined up in the front of the stage. But it got to be something to make the show more of this is an actual real show, and we are about business, because right now these people keep jumping on. It makes the whole show look like just a joke to some people.
Right off the rip too, right off the rip with Starfield.
Exactly.
Going and some idiot talking about Bill Clinton again, or I don't fucking know. Like, it's just
wants to play GTA 6 or something.
That's what it was. Yeah.
He may want to be careful of mentioning the Clintons on a stage and a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what they need to do is maybe the first 3 rows. I don't want to like cut fans out of it, but the first 3 rows, maybe 4, you're invited guests, industry people, and then throw in a security person in it. Because there's no way that person should have been able to walk all the way up on that stage unless they were unless they were right in the front.
Yep,
especially they should have been on high alert.
If you're old like some of us, you remember that's how we lost Dimebag Daryl years ago. An idiot ran up on stage and shot him. So I think they'd be a little tighter on security.
Yeah, you would think so. There's plenty of freaking nuts out there. It's just amazing to me, like, that they weren't. Like, I was looking for that too, Scrub Nurse. I'm like, what was there not security in the very front row? Because it feels like there should have been one, like one on each end in the front row. On like,
you can tell they were on the backstage waiting, but by the time someone gets on the stage, it's too late.
It's way too late. Yeah, you got to try to stop them before they get to Jeff, because
tase them long before they get to the steps.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love that. Hey, if you want to, you do stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. Tase those motherfuckers, so the next guy who even thinks about doing it does. You're gonna get tased. You know what I mean?
We have concerts. We have concerts here all summer because we had this big outdoor like stadium. They bring different bands and stuff in. They were like 4 guys got tased when Snoop Dogg was here last year. Because they were trying to run up on stage to give him weed or something. I don't even remember what it was. And the police like, yep, we're not playing that this week.
Snoop's like, no, that's my connect.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like I played music for 30 years. And if I can go to bars and some shady bars to big venues and nobody's ever gotten on stage without getting their ass whooped, or it just didn't happen. Something big event like this, they should be able to handle that. They should be.
100%. Especially with the amount of people that are going to this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're talking. I think they said they had 350. Obviously not here exactly, but they had 350,000 at Gamescom this year, which is just bananas. Like the biggest show, obviously. I just wanted to show this because I don't know if anyone saw this trailer. The new Zack Snyder film that's coming out called Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon. Yep.
Yeah. I just, where the fuck is the actual trailer?
You know the story behind that, right?
I don't. Not at all.
He was actually pitching a story to Lucas about a Star Wars story that he had come up with, and and Kathleen Kennedy was like, "Oh, this is really good." and then she's like, they whatever at the time they were like, "No, I don't think we're gonna go with it." And he's like, "Well, I got this script that I wrote. I'm gonna tweak it." And Netflix is like, "We'll pay you whatever you want. Let's make it."
Because it definitely looks like a derivative, for sure.
Or better.
Monster Lifesavers.
It looks unreal. Sorry for some reason that the video here is just them talking about it and not the actual fucking trailer. But if you guys get a chance, please go check out the Rebel Moon trailer. It looks really good. Snyder's he's a little like kind of like hit and miss for me, but that trailer it is beautiful. Like cinematography in that is fucking nuts.
I got it for you.
You got that? All right. Yeah, I don't know why they posted them talking about it and not the actual trailer itself.
I think it's because that was him at Gamescom, is why.
No, that's true. But if you got it, go for it.
Yep.
But
I'm scared the game won't ever come out though. You got a one-part
the game for Rebel Moon
movie. If it bombs on Netflix, are they still going to try to put the game out?
That's a good question.
I don't think it's going to bomb though, dude. It looks really good.
The CGI on it doesn't look cheap. So
It does not.
I don't know
No,
how
they
much.
spent money, dude. I don't know who they used. I don't know if it was like Weta or whatever, one of those famous companies for that crap. But they're like one of the aliens. There's like I saw a still shot online. It's in the trailer itself, but the still shot of this alien
With
that
the
kind of like looks
tentacles on
wet.
his
Yeah, with the
face.
tentacles, and it looks
Mhm.
amazingly good. And I was like, wow, that's yeah, they are gonna make a game that is confirmed from what they said at Gamescom, but it doesn't sound like it's even necessarily started production. So guess we'll see if the movies are successful, which I think are coming out. Is that coming out
One this year,
soon?
and then the other one's coming like
It's
in
soon, right? Like April or something?
yeah.
Of next year?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I
No,
was trying to
one's
make it.
coming out this year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one's
No, I
this
know,
year.
like one this year, and the second one I think is like April of next year,
Yeah.
unless I'm mixing it up with
in
something
spring.
else.
Yeah, it's spring
Yeah.
of next year.
And I've
Which is
heard
great.
they're gonna make a game over that series that was on Paramount recently, Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
It would be nice if they would make another one. That would be real nice if they made another.
I actually
it
like
that?
Twist. I kind of like the Twisted
we go.
Metal show.
Dude,
thought it was,
I got it. Hey, my
thought it was
wife
fun.
and I, we binge watched it. It was we liked it.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's do not take it seriously show. Like just go in there and just have fun, and it was just stupid fun. It was
And that last episode, those last few minutes, you're like, oh my god, now I see where they're going with it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got to do a quick shout out that we have over 65 people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here for this special members only edition that we set it up to where everybody could join. So that's cool. But if you would like to become a member, I screwed up again, but that's all right. If you would like to become a member, we'd love to have you. It's only $1. It's as cheap as you can make it. There's other levels as well too, but for $1, you get these really cool icons. Plus you get the bonus show, and we do also call you out, and we also get your name on the ticker as well. But lots of good icons you can use, and it helps out the show too. If it's just $1, it's just but if
you know
can't,
what you
that's
need?
fine.
You need a picture of Sally Struthers crying into the camera.
Do I?
Everybody here is
I
old
wonder-
enough to get that reference.
Well, that's what
And
I was gonna
Arms
say.
of
I'm
the
wondering, like, if
Angel
half our
playing in the
audience
background.
wouldn't get that, or if everybody would understand what we were trying to do there. But
That's
For
funny.
$1 a month, you can feed a poor podcaster.
exactly.
Old Rhetri needs the money. We're
Yeah,
trying to get him some new
I need-
glasses
I need
A new
all
microphone.
your monies.
and his OnlyFans page set up.
Yeah, because that's not going too well. I saw Big Mad Mo earlier say something about the first. Was it the first Descendant? Is that? Oh, no, it's not playing.
What's going on, man?
YouTube.
Eternal shit.
All right.
What's up?
There we go.
Hey, welcome
There we
everybody.
go. It's a little,
All kinds of good people. Eternal should die.
Yeah.
Yeah, got Eternal. We got
Solo.
Yep.
Darth Kermit. Love it.
For
You guys
just
are awesome.
$1, you guys can roast me and Wilmy before the end of the show.
you can attempt it anyway.
Yeah. So we are going to let a few channel members in here in just a little bit. In just about 15, 20 minutes, we're going to let you guys in actually on the screen with us and in the conversation for a few minutes to let you get in here and have a little fun. And
remember,
you can pick on me. the
I
big
am
fat
from New
guy
Jersey.
pinata.
You can tell by the accent.
Huh.
That's where it comes from.
That's where it
Okay.
is.
Now,
South
Okay.
Jersey.
Now I know.
now that you say that, yeah.
Yeah, I
South
think,
side of
I think
Jersey.
this Descendant game looks kind of badass too. I
Yeah.
think this is free to play if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure this one's coming up.
I
pretty soon.
want Stalker 2.
Yeah. Stock. Okay. You know what? Yeah, Wilmy, I want to go to you and ask you like what stood out for you. So you can start with Stalker 2 if you want.
Oh yeah, dude, Stalker 2 all the way. I've been waiting
I'm
for
a-
this one for a while.
Does look
I'm gonna
good.
say something a little
Looks very
controversial.
good.
I didn't think the trailer was that good.
Oh, I don't
I think-
care.
I think
Exactly.
it looked a little. I know you don't.
I still want to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously gonna play it. It's gonna be in Game Pass, but I felt like the trailer didn't. I felt like the visuals were a step back from what I saw. Maybe I'm just crazy, and I'm sure I'm gonna get a ton
Well,
of shit
there
for it.
You go.
But
I'm just kidding.
it's because I'm crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It just oh, here we go. I can.
Well, between
I
that,
think the best,
Alan
yeah.
Wake,
Yes.
that and Alan Wake
I'm not a
and
big Alan Wake fan.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, those all look good.
Cyberpunk's another huge one for me too. Because
Yeah,
Phantom
Rich,
Liberty is
yeah.
going to take up a lot of time.
Yes. I think if you look at the last Stalker 2, not trailer, but they had like that 20-minute walkthrough, that had me more hyped than anything when I first saw it. When I saw the gameplay mechanics, the way where you would pick up a gun, put in the different attachments, and just when they did put the attachment to different animation, I'm like, they're putting some serious detail into this game. So that kind of sold me myself. I think that walkthrough might sell you better than the trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is Stalker 2, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh, I know. My nipples are hard.
He's like, I know what I'm watching.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this game. I never played. I wasn't into PC gaming then, so I never played the first one. So this is gonna be my first time getting into the series. But I hope it's good, man. Man, I don't know. Like, I don't know that dog. See, I don't know, man. That looks a little rough to me. I know some people did play this, and I'm getting kind of mixed answers from people on it, saying it's a little early, it's a little janky. So I don't know when this is coming out, but I don't know. I don't think it's
beginning of next year.
They said beginning? Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe they'll fix
first quarter of
issues.
2024.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. I heard it was.
So, but even then, if they make that, because we got to remember this is the development team that had to move out of Ukraine, and some of them fought and died.
And died in the war. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is going to be ready. I'm willing to let it go until it's ready. If it needs
absolutely. Yep. 100%. Wilmy, was anything else during this that kind of caught your attention? Alan Wake. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm a huge fan of Alan Wake.
Me too. That's probably a day one for me, Alan Wake right there.
Wow, that's a hairdo there. Wow.
Sexy bomb.
Sexy bomb.
Yeah,
She's
they
awesome.
definitely got style over there. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looked like a bomb, all right. Looked like somebody dropped a bomb on her head.
AC Mirage, I'm excited for that one too. I forgot about that one. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Mirage. Yeah, I know a lot of people are into that series, so that's probably gonna take off like crazy. Are you guys into Armored Core at all? Has anyone bothered? I know that game came out on Friday. I know it's got great reviews. You guys, anyone playing that at all? Or? Yeah, me either.
I don't know if I will with all the extra games coming out.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's exactly the problem I have. Like I was saying, yeah, I'm going to get Armored Core day one. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, it came out yesterday. And, 4 days from now, I'm going to be playing Starfield. So that's kind of a problem. But
causes a little bit of a conflict.
That's a conflict right there. But I think it seems to be doing all right. I don't know how it's doing for sales, but I know the reviews seem to be pretty good. But this Towerborn game right here that I'm showing right now looks pretty awesome as well. It's from Stoic, and that's also coming to Game Pass. A bunch of the stuff that obviously I'd be showing is coming to. Not for you? Towerborn ain't for you? I think I don't
really care for these tower defense type games.
Yeah, I don't think it's like tower defense. I think you're scrolling through.
It's like, think of like Ninja Turtles. You get your 4-player co-op and Ninja Turtles and play.
Yeah.
That's what it seems more like to me.
Yeah.
But is it split screen?
It's gotta be split screen.
Well, yeah, I guess we can talk about that as well.
Look, it's a shroom.
Get a little little inside baseball during Gamescom that Baldur's Gate 3 will be coming to Xbox Series X and S, but it won't have the co-op split screen on the S.
And who in the hell was begging for split screen?
Exactly. I think there's a very small percentage of people who are actually going to be doing local split screen co-op on that game. It's a nice feature to have, but then like within 12 hours or whatever, I saw a post from Xbox saying they're actually going to be working with them to get the split screen on the S. I don't know if they should have said that. You shouldn't have said that unless you think you can do it, but the engineers, some of the guys at Xbox did say they think they might be able to pull it off. So we'll see.
Yeah. So that those tens of people will be happy.
Exactly.
I mean, come
if
on,
they
man.
play
It's 2023. Nobody nobody's playing that anymore. It's got to be a rare thing.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Armored Core is not in Game Pass, Big Memo. I wish. We thought it might have been because Sarah Bond was not teasing it, but saying a lot of good things about Armored Core on Twitter not too long ago. So I had some other people telling me that might come to Game Pass, and that obviously didn't happen. I mean, I don't think it would have been dumb for them to do it anyways, because it's kind of hurting themselves when they get Starfield like 5 days later for the early access right behind.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, I just got my edition for Starfield, so I played it early.
No, you got the special. Yeah, I did as well. Just spent it's $31 or whatever the heck it is. So why not? Get them in here.
So for all those folks who complain about Game Pass, look, you get it for $31 instead of the full $100 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of what you can.
I'm gonna put up another thing. I don't think Wilmy's gonna play, but I actually think this game has a chance to take off like gangbusters. I just got a feeling about this one. This is Party Animals. I have a feeling
this problem with
this is
happy cuddly stuff. Do you remember?
You don't like
the game Naughty Bear? Anybody ever play that? Now, see, if this is not Naughty Bear, you're running around, stabbing each other, I'd be more down with it. I'm kidding.
I have a feeling this is going to take off like gangbusters. I don't know what it is.
This is a good drinking party game.
This is an app. Exactly. I'm probably going to be streaming this with some
friends.
other people. You're just drinking and just laughing. Kind of like, it reminds kind of like Fall Guys a little bit. I just have a feeling that we're going to hear this game being very successful. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It happens. We also got Age 4 too. That Shadow dropped the first day. I don't know if anyone's into that game, but
was that dude just scratching his ass?
Yeah, he was definitely scratching his ass. That's
okay.
What it looked like to me. No, you're good eye. Wilmy didn't miss that. Yeah.
What the hell? That's what I want my kids to see. My kids are grown. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're good. This is just behind the scenes of Gamescom too. Just kind of all their booth. I think they had 45,000 square feet, which is kind of cool.
Damn, dude, they got a picture of my mother-in-law. Where the fuck did they get that from? It looked just like her. It's crazy.
Yeah, Starfield's gonna be nuts, and that Starfield's not even a game for me, and I'm still very pumped and excited.
Me too. I did not care about Starfield until I watched the deep dive on it. That's when I wanted to play Starfield. Before that,
I think that was like that for a lot of people. Yeah.
This looks like it's gonna take your life away. What? I've been sitting in this chair for 3 days. Oh.
You'll be wearing the pins.
Exactly.
Using DoorDash.
Might want to take a shower. Yeah.
You just leave the door open for DoorDash.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Hey, I can put them in.
You can't get
put in a lot of them.
I'm gonna have Scrub Nurse come over and professionally put a scrub on me. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You do that way too well, by the way.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Dave, anything for you that was kind of going on during Gamescom that stood out for you personally, or?
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. They showed some really nice things. The Wukong, however you pronounce it. Yeah. That just
Wu-Tang.
That's it. The Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
Clan. I'm just kidding. Yeah. But the Black Mist, the Monkey King game. I can hardly wait for that. That is probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to next to Starfield. Yeah. So yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. For sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Wukong, man. Like, that game just looks fucking solid as shit, and I've been waiting for it for years, so it needs to come out. I hope they drop the bag. I want that in Game Pass. I don't want to pay for it, but if I got to, I'll pay for it because it.
Sorry.
And just like that, I've downloaded that game. You got to give PlayStation credit on one thing. Their mobile app is much better than Xbox's mobile app now.
True.
Oh yeah. Without a doubt. It's With Xbox, the problem with Xbox is I got, how many fucking apps do I get because of that company? 3?
I
get 3. It's fucking 3 apps. Yeah, I got a
Yep.
Game Pass app, an Xbox app, and a cloud gaming app. What the F? Like,
Mhm.
seriously? Come on.
Eventually, you have a mobile app.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, their mobile
Yeah.
app blows, dude, because I can't buy games on it anymore.
That's the lack of that's what pissed me off on the mobile app as well, because we had it, and them taking away the option to buy games on there just didn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
From what I understand, that they're tweaking it, redoing it, so that once this deal is done and they actually have mobile gaming, that they'll tweak it to where it'll be the quote unquote mobile gaming app.
Don't hold your breath.
I know.
You gotta fight. That could be years. That could be 2-3 years from now. You have to have laws have to change. You have to get past Apple and Google. Holy fuck! Good luck.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they can do it, but
Excellent.
I don't know.
But see, while talking to you guys, I bought Fort Solace. It's already downloaded on both my PS5.
Read.
There you go.
You know, I mean,
Yep. I'm with you.
ooh,
And-
I couldn't even
and
got a
like I
1 hour
said,
trial.
The big thing is that we're all gamers here. You know, I mean, yes, I may prefer the Xbox, but I'm still a gamer, and we'll play games wherever they are. So
Oh, I play on everything, dude.
there you go.
Except for Switch. I just
That's the only one I don't do too.
I grew up a long time ago.
I actually sold my Switch, but I kind of regret it.
Link.
Yeah. Well, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would pretty much only have it docked anyway. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the point? I would like it if they came out with just a stationary console. Because of the Switch and everything else beforehand, I don't think they'll ever go back to it. Because they're selling big time without having the gigantic processors and memory, so they can show the fidelity of whatever game. I mean, they'll have on that screen, they'll have Call of Duty playing at 480, and people will love it.
Yeah,
you're not wrong about that.
That's my problem. I got too much money invested in all my TVs and monitors to play on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm one of those rare people that actually has an 8K TV.
Do you have an 8K?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
You know what plays 8K? Not a fucking thing.
Nothing.
I was just gonna ask you. I was like, why'd you get an 8K then?
Well, I thought I'd be prepared.
You're future proofing, I guess.
Don't forget, it's on the box of the PS5, although nothing delivers that kind of fidelity.
It's on the Xbox box as well.
It is, and I've not seen anything that does it yet.
Not a damn thing's gonna be 8K. Not for a hot minute.
They're barely doing 4K 120 on any of these games. These consoles, it's going to take so long for these consoles to be maxed out by these games.
Yeah, I'll take 4K 60. I will take what was promised. I'll be happy with that, to be honest with you. Just at least this generation.
Hey, Rhetri.
What's up?
Read that comment, and then his next three I'm going to put up one after the other, because I think that's kind of interesting too.
ABA. Did anyone see the Gamescom awards? ?
No. Because
if you didn't, let me save you the trouble. It was sponsored by IGN, so Xbox did not win anything. I did not watch that. Most of the awards went to Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, that's
imagine that.
Not surprising. But I'm sure that'll be Game of the Year.
Come on, dude. Ryan McCaffrey is such a jerk.
Yep.
You're not a fan of Ryan either.
The dude blocked my original account on Twitter because I don't know. I asked him something about his dog. It wasn't even rude or out of the way, and he blocked me there. And then my new account on Twitter, I guess he already found me and blocked me again. I was like, damn, dude, I didn't even say anything to you this time.
I hope.
at least let me say something to you.
One of his dogs passed away. I wonder if you did it around that time and he just thought you were being a dick or something.
Dude, well, I mean, they're not. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that comment to myself.
Yeah.
But
it's all good.
Yeah, he's just. I don't know, man. He just irritates me. He's kind of like Jason Schreier.
He's like, yeah.
They're like the two guys that you went to school with.
You just want to punch in the face.
Well, no, nobody wanted them on their basketball team, so they made them sit there, in the chair and watch. And they kind of leaned up against the wall and played their little Game Boys,
Yeah,
and they just went home and cried. And they remind me of those two guys.
Mm.
Matter of fact, that probably is them.
Rest in peace to Bob Barker. I forgot about that. Yeah, 99 years old. Holy damn, I do not want to live that
He was
long.
off by a book, wasn't he?
Whew.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
That's funny.
Oh, wow. Almost made it to 100. Oh, man.
Rhetri, I'll be back
Yeah.
in just 1 second. Continue.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so we're probably going to move on from this unless anyone wants to come into the show. If anyone in the chat actually wants to step into the show,
yeah,
just
we'll do that when I
let
get
us-
back.
Yeah, I'll let Dave take care of it because I'm hitting too many buttons. But just let us know in the chat if you're interested in coming on live, and you can talk about anything that you saw during Gamescom that you thought was awesome, or that you enjoyed, or that you hated, or if you want to shit on Jeff Keighley, that's fine.
Or if
too.
you're a
I'll
Ryan
definitely-
McCaffrey fan and you think I
Narf.
suck at life because I don't like him,
right. If you want, be a Ryan McCaffrey cheerleader over here, go for it. Let us know. Yeah, you're
If you
more than
think
welcome to
Jason-
come in.
or if
into
you
the
think
show.
Jason Schreier's a real journalist.
Yeah, I'm not
And
a
that
fan.
$1,
I'm
you
not
can
a
tell
fan
us.
of that.
Yeah, you can
for
do a lot
one-
with that
for
dollar,
$1,
man.
For
Yeah, you can
$1.
tell us to F off. You can
They'll
tell us
even
all
get
kinds of
Scrub to
things.
take his glasses off and cry for you.
Yeah, on demand.
Well, I'll definitely take them glasses off. You want to see it. I know you do. I know you do.
Let's see what else. What else was here during?
I'll speak in my
Gamescom?
real
Let's see.
voice.
Oh, this is in your real voice. Yeah, let's hear your Jersey voice because we know you're from Jersey. So
Hey, Scrub, go get the car. Where's the car keys? Where's the car keys, man?
Alright.
I gotta go to a party. That's my Jersey
Alright,
voice.
shit.
Park the car. Oh, that's more
Park the
boss.
car.
park the car on the Harvey yard.
Where'd my
Alright, let's
khaki
present
shorts go?
this. Let's see.
I see another
This
beer
is,
commercial.
this one's Nightingale. I don't know if you guys are interested in this one. This one looks
Sequestered,
kinda cool.
struck
We
by
haven't
a
heard about
world when
Nightingale.
lacking supplies. The question
It's like another
becomes,
RPG with
wilt thou be a survivor?
weird stuff going
Well,
on.
the second I saw them tearing down trees to get supplies and building stuff, that threw me off. I said, I'm done.
That's when you were done.
Yeah, not for me.
So you
That's
don't
the
like
second I
building
saw
stuff?
No. I'd rather destroy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this game was kind of cool. This is another one of those games though that I saw. We saw a while back.
Regardless of
that,
which portal variety you
again,
favor,
graphically, and I'm not like a graphic horror game, but graphically it's better for now we're
Realm
seeing real
cards
gameplay.
will
Like,
be
oh, there's the
necessary.
real. That's what it doesn't look as good as the old. Honestly, I don't care. So if any of you guys are brave enough to step in and want to talk to me, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, down just a little bit. Really loud.
can fly. Let my words steer your
Dave,
steps.
Yeah, it's just really loud, man.
Oh, thank God, dude.
That was so fucking loud.
Ooh, I had to take my AirPods off.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that's
were
pretty
getting the
loud.
audio from? Well,
Oh,
you weren't supposed to be
dude.
getting the audio. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
Yeah.
Getting the audio is a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
It was.
My AirPods were just vibrating all the way across my desk.
Well, then no one
Yeah.
heard anything I just said. That's fine.
Oh no, I couldn't hear anything besides that volume on that
shit.
game.
Yeah, that's
It was-
right, man.
It was just a
Accidents happen,
little
no
bit
big
of
deal.
what you were saying.
Sorry about that, chat. I'm sure I just blasted you away. Thank you, Big Man. I was like, sounds up on the trailer, dude. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't get us taken down. But I don't know
I
if
can fix
Nightingale
that.
had
Don't worry.
anything.
I can go
Oh
in and
wait,
on
use the
YouTube? Nah, never. They just
Yeah,
block
they
you
don't,
and
they're not
ban you
known
for a
doing
week.
that.
trailer. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think this. I don't know if Nightingale has any special music. Anyways, I was saying that the Nightingale trailer, the first one that we saw, actually had really good graphics on it, and this one, not as good, but the gameplay I think looks pretty cool. But I did tell anyone who wants to come in here, Dave, to let us know in the chat. I don't think anyone's brave enough to do it, so just
It's all right. I'm
Why?
just gonna drop the link in the. We'll see what happens.
how did you
For
drop the link?
Yeah,
in
because
chat?
I can
That's
bring them in.
awesome.
I can bring them out.
All right. We also found out, obviously, the CMA, what's going on with the ABK and all that BS. I'm sick and tired of talking about this, but hopefully the Band-Aid is going to get ripped off soon and this is all going to be over. But we're learning that with all ABK games, the cloud part of it is going to be going through Ubisoft, not Ubisoft Plus, Ubisoft Plus too, I'm sure, but Ubisoft in general will be taking over the ABK side or ABK games for cloud. Do you guys care about this? Is this anybody, Scrub Nurse, Wilmy? Do you guys use cloud at all?
Not really.
I've had Cloud, xCloud, the beta and everything since pretty much day one, where you had to, put in and cross your fingers and hope to play it. It still is, unless you have a good internet system set up. It's not where it needs to be on most games. There are some few games that you can play it and it's not that bad, but most games you play it on cloud, the lag is still relevant. It's not enough where whatever device you're on, I'm pretty sure the lag and put and all that stuff is a little bit different depending on where you are. And for some of the games, even it doesn't have to be a racer or a shooter, but even some of the games like a Vampire Survivor or something else that you pull up, to me the lag is too much. It's just too much. And like I said, for some people, depending on where they are in the world or in this country, everybody doesn't have the highest, best internet in the world. You might even have the greatest you might have a gig upload, but if your download is 10, I mean, it really doesn't help you as well also. So
we just don't have the infrastructure for that yet.
Like some countries definitely do. Not.
Because why, boys and girls?
Maybe, yeah.
Because all these companies pay off the government so they don't have competition. So you're stuck depending on where you live.
And I think with them passing it on to Ubisoft is one less thing that they have to worry about when they're coming through and doing this. Let y'all handle it. And to me, the biggest thing is the fact that they're doing this to make sure this deal goes okay. It shows you how much money they expect to make. If you're willing to give out a portion of your cloud gaming, which is still in infancy, and get a little portion of it and give that to Ubisoft and whoever, that lets you know how much they're planning. Because they wouldn't make that deal unless they crunched the numbers in their head and said, okay, this is how much we're going to make. And if we do this with cloud, that's only a little bit. And then now everybody has it. To me, that just seems like a great move because xCloud's not where it is. And most cloud gaming, most people are not playing cloud gaming. So
yeah,
I think that's a great move.
Yeah, for me, it's a feature. Like we know when they were in the court, they said that everyone was using it for the exact only reason I use it for, and that's to just try out a game before I want to download it. Like I'll play I'll just play it for like 5 minutes and see if it's worth my time. And then when it is, I move off of the cloud right away and I go right into downloading the game, which apparently is what everyone else seems to be doing too. It doesn't seem like almost anybody is using it natively for the actual playing games and the cloud feature itself.
Now, there are a couple of games my grandson will play, and instead of letting him load my console down with a bunch of games, he's never going to play more than 10 minutes. Yeah, let him play it on a cloud. But I mean, they're simple games.
Yeah,
Paw Patrol Racing or something like that, then that's fine. But other than that, I don't really. But when I'm away from home, I don't get a chance to game anyway.
Right.
So
it's not from home anyway.
You see what I do online. It's not like, I'm going to sit back and go, oh, well, I know, Bob, this guy's brains are over here on the wall. Let me go ahead and knock out a round of Call of Duty real quick.
Exactly.
Well, why wouldn't you? Come on, slacker.
Yeah, it just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way. You're right.
I mean, I could. It'd just be a little weird.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, I know we got a meth lab. We got to clean up it. But, man, I really got to get in a game of Call of Duty. That's double XP.
There you go.
You got to get the camo.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were confused about this, too. Like, oh, my God, like Ubisoft is taking over. Like, are we going to get them on the cloud, too? Which nobody was playing anyway, so I don't know why you care. But, no, they're going to license it right back to Xbox. You're going to... It's not going to on the front end for us, for everybody else. It's not going to change at all. It's going to look exactly the same. You will not even notice. You're still going to get ABK games. You know, it's just going to be Ubisoft is going to be in charge of it.
Look who we have here
making deals.
And then maybe Ubisoft can do something besides.
What's up, buddy?
Hargeet.
Oh, look who it is. Haven't seen Hargeet in ages.
How's it going? What's up, Hargeet? Welcome to the show, buddy.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Hargeet.
And he's got the game on daily behind him.
Were you at Gamescom?
No, I was not. But
okay, I didn't know.
That's basically it.
Yeah. So Hargeet, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I like what I was seeing, and I just jumped in because I was out doing shopping and just came back and I saw you were on. And you said, "Hey, you want to jump in?" One of the things I seem to see is like they're kind of confident, right? There's a lot of confidence with Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we saw starting in June, and it's just continuing. And Starfield seems to be landing. People seem to be very excited about it. That's pretty cool. They've put up more stuff, Ara and Age of Empires, and like they're just like kicking. And you see the other side, and you're like, well, what are they doing?
Not showing up like at all.
Where are they? So hey, we got Project Q. It's coming out. It's $200, and all you can do is play it in your bathroom. Have fun.
That is the weirdest. That is the weirdest thing, dude. That is like a screen door. That's like a screen door in a submarine, y'all. I mean, that is pointless.
What the heck?
What are you gonna do with this thing? I mean, honest to God.
I'm gonna get one.
And I'm seeing people online going, "Oh, well, I could take it to work." Oh, you can take it to work. What are you gonna do? Just sit and stare at it? Unless you have a PS5 at work.
Yeah,
you would know this. You can't even like. Can you not use Netflix or anything with it at all? Like, is there going to be apps on it too, or is it literally just a gaming only device?
They said there's some streaming, but I think that streaming goes to the PS5 too, doesn't it? So
which means you can't. Which means you can't even. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't understand this product. I just don't get it. Dave's like, I'm getting it.
Yep, I am.
F you guys.
This is the explanation of the product.
Here we go.
$199.
The earpods.
There you go. Get the earpods. They cost the same price as the handheld.
Those I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna buy
the
those,
lack of Bluetooth is such an obvious money grab for them to force you to. That is so fucking obvious. I don't know why people aren't pissed off about that.
Even the Switch has Bluetooth, dude.
You can still use wired headsets, though. You can plug those in.
See. Who the fuck uses wired headsets?
I do. I'm using them right now.
This doesn't count. That doesn't count. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's an obvious money grab, though. That's like an excuse. But yeah, you can use the wired ones. But what if people want to use their wireless ones? You're fucked.
Jim Ryan walked out that day. He goes, "You know what? Microsoft may have got ABK, but I've got this coming out." Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
You know, and he was proud of himself. I just don't get it at all.
I don't see what the point of this product is. I think they got into the hype of it when they started making this probably like 5 years ago or something, and thought it might actually do something because the Switch was, it was starting to take off. But what the heck? This is not a like actual console that you can take with you. It's just, it makes no sense, especially coming out when the Rogue Ally just came out. Which, like, what would you do with this versus the Rogue Ally? Why wouldn't you just buy the Rogue Ally? Like, whatever. Or you can pay double, and get the Steam Deck. And at least you have a full console that you can take with you. Or you
can be like some of those and have both. But this thing is just like, I'm not. I just don't care.
Go ahead.
I don't understand.
If you have somebody playing on PS5 and you have one of these, could one be playing one game and another play another game?
You'd have to have another PS5.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
And I think you have to be on the same. I think you have to be on the same internet too.
You have to be in the same Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Same Wi-Fi.
So you have to be the same, at your house. Like what?
Pretty exciting.
I don't want to play on my expensive TV and my expensive PlayStation 5. I want to sit in the couch and watch the football game and play on this handheld while I'm running the energy off my PS5. And it's just, oh man.
Well, the best part,
like the backbone.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, you're literally you're paying more money for electricity too. It's like,
yes.
Well, and the other part, somebody said you can use this in your bathroom. Well, if you have a really weak internet signal inside your house, no, you can't.
Right.
If you're in the bathroom, upstairs and your router's downstairs, you're going back to that 90s shit. You're going to start
So
reading
you're saying
magazines.
in the bathroom, you may have a shitty signal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know, make sure you've got a phone with you or something. You're going to start reading old magazines.
Now, the only thing I push back,
Yes.
not even really push back, but like if you have a Rogue Ally, which I do, if you want to play the PlayStation app through the Rogue Ally, then you actually have to sync one of the controllers, the PlayStation 5 controller, DualSense controller, to the Rogue Ally. So you still have to set it down and use that controller, because the controller that's onto it, it won't recognize it.
Right.
It's the same way with the Logitech GeForce. That's why I got rid of my GeForce, because it wouldn't recognize it. Weird, but this other device has those built into it. I'm not saying it's a benefit. I'm just saying that's the that's the difference.
So there's a drawback for PlayStation on the ROG Ally, is what you're saying as well. So it
Unless you
sounds
get
like a
them when they come out to
PlayStation
PC.
problem though, because it doesn't work like that with Xbox. So
Right,
that's
because
that's a PlayStation. That's a PlayStation thing that they have to implement to get that.
But they did. They gave this wonderful portal device you can buy. They
Dude,
solved
that
your
is a
problem.
$60 Kindle with a fucking controller cut in half.
It
Let's be
looks
honest.
so hokey, doesn't it? It looks so weird.
And they say the thumbsticks are the ones from the VR, not even the ones that are from the official controller.
Oh wow!
So they're smaller.
It's even worse.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
Just a note on the Xbox app, why you can't buy stuff. This is all because of xCloud and Apple becoming persnickety about it, and they wanted to charge for every game.
Oh, you're right.
They're
I
like,
forgot
yo,
about
we
that.
we might be under liability. We're just gonna pull all transactions.
Man,
We don't want to deal with it. So that's why that happened. And I think they did it on both. It's on Google as well. They're like, we just don't want to approach that until we have some signed thing that says we can do it.
Yeah.
Right? So
no, that makes a ton of sense, actually. Yeah, that stinks. That
Why it
was
all
such a great feature to just be able to do it on your phone. But yeah, that's
why Epic's been suing, right? And they're like, hey, we have our own store. We want to sell things. And Apple's like, no, we want a 30% cut. It's like, yo, dude, I can't give you a 30% when I'm taking that. Like, okay, so this is why we have the EU saying, nope, we got to have other stores on those phones. That's the way it is, right? And this is why Microsoft wants to create their app store.
Oh, yeah. But I can't wait to see this thing come out and some of these dudes online buy it and start posting their pictures of it.
Oh, the cube.
And doing, yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, I may not be able to play Starfield, but I got this. I can't wait to see that. I really can't. Because
I'm sure somebody will hack it, right? Somebody will hack it and say, okay, now you can just use Android apps and do whatever you want, right? Because
is it worth hacking though? I mean, come on.
No.
I mean, if you're gonna buy a tablet to hack, buy a tablet.
Yeah.
They're not even expensive anymore. They do something at Family Dollar. And Family Dollars are easy to find because they build like 3 on every fucking city block now.
Right next to Dollar General.
Yep, they're right next door to each other, and there's a Starbucks in between.
Yeah, across the street from each other. Yeah.
Hey, Hargeet, are you going to buy one of these PlayStation portals?
Oh heck no! What would I do with it?
I don't know.
I don't even have a PS5.
Dave, you're gonna be the only one.
That's right. You don't.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm the only one buying one. Leave me alone.
Oh, you don't even have a PlayStation, Hargeet?
What was that?
Did you say you don't have a PlayStation at all?
Yeah, no, I pre-ordered it. I bought it but the problem is throughout all the generations, every time I use their controller, my hands start to ache like 15, 20 minutes in. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. They're putting their games on PC. I'll just play them there. I'm done with their
Gaz is teaching you some really bad habits, Hargeet. That's why. That will make you go blind. It will eventually, it'll make your hands cramp, but it will make you go blind eventually.
Oh
yeah.
Hey, get your mind out of the gutter. I was talking about him playing with his beard, y'all. Come on now.
Oh yeah, of course.
That would insane. What happens when they get stick drift? Yeah, I guess that's kind of what happens on any of them. But you're right. Like that's one of the reasons I don't buy a lot of the portables. Is I'm just so. Once you get that stick drift, that mean they made it so you can pretty much take it apart, right? It's a piece of crap, so you can they'll just sell you another left side of the controls, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
you take the Gorilla Glue off inside.
Exactly. You unglue, you undo it and then glue it back. I guess I don't know. That's a great question, but that's what kind of why I don't have a ROG Ally right now. I'm just like I get a lot of stick drift. I think I push buttons way too hard. I've been through so many Xbox controllers, it's not even funny. So I think on a portable, I would probably mess that thing up pretty quickly. But Yeah, I don't know who this thing's for. I'm just baffled. I'm so confused by that product. But it's PlayStation. I guess you could say, yay, it's $200 because I actually thought they might actually make it 300. But it is what.
Well,
it
they
is.
probably sit back and go, you know what?
Headphones.
They're dumb, but they're not that dumb. Maybe
Right.
a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
It's like watching a
Somebody
football
online
game
said something
on your
about that
TV.
PlayStation guys would buy bricks from Sony. I can't remember who it was, but yeah.
They'll sell 5,000.
Actually, I think it was Bill Gates, wasn't it? That said that years ago.
I think it was Bill Gates. Thank you. I think it was Bill Gates. Said,
yeah.
that PlayStation guys would buy bricks from Sony. I agree. I think he's
Well,
kind of
there's
right.
your
I don't think
brick.
he's-
Would.
I
Here
don't
it
think
is.
he's that far off.
It's a brick with a
Did you
controller.
guys talk about Ara? I don't know if you saw that trailer. Does that interest anyone?
The history untold for me. I'm more into probably this game. I'm excited that Age is here for myself personally. I think the other game looks interesting. I might give it a try. But you, Hargeet, is that something that you're into?
The trailer actually intrigued me more than like, because Age kind of gives you like civilizations, right? This gives you like specific people. Like you can be George Washington making the U.S. Like that's pretty interesting, right? Like
that's a good
there's
point.
There's some interesting like weird thing there, and I'm just curious what they do with it, right? So if that could just be fun to do, like, hey, I'm gonna go be Napoleon for a while and do whatever Napoleon did, right, or whatever, and like it's like this is kind of interesting, like, and you could change the way it ends up, right? Like maybe that's kind of an interesting thing to do. Like we'll see how it goes, but I was not interested at all. And that trailer
and
actually kind of opened a little window of like, well, that's kind of interesting. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
So
just to give you a heads up, Napoleon, bad guy. Just saying.
Oh, and by the way, he actually was average.
That's why it's untold. You can change it.
It is what it is, and it's
I'm
determined
just
by
playing.
the people seeing them. Because I'm sure somebody else thought that was the bad guy.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
That's the way it
Good
is.
point.
You talk to the Brits, and I'm sure they see George Washington as a rebel, useless piece of trash that destroyed the British Empire or some crap like that, right? So,
well, they got their history wrong. I'm just kidding. No, you're right though. It's all perspective, baby.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the little animations when I saw History Untold though were pretty cool. Just the way things were like moving around on the map and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's PC first, right? I think it's PC only for now. And then
it's PC only, and I'm guessing it'll be one of those things like everything else. Like 6 months to a year will come.
Yeah, like Age.
Is
that like a year and a half or something like that? It took a
Age
while.
Took a while. Yeah. You know what happened too, Hargeet, is they lost a lot of the studio. I think it was Relic actually. That I think they're showing right now on screen that they lost a bunch of people that were working on the port. So that probably
That's Sega. Is that right?
up.
Relic, or is that Bandai? That's Sega, I think, right?
Can't remember. I want to say it's Sega.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. But they actually had like another company working with them too outside of Relic as well. And it was just a shit ton of layoffs. So people were questioning if it was even gonna come out this year at all. And then it shadow dropped. So
it finally comes up.
Yeah, which is a great game, by the way. If you guys have ever played Age, it's phenomenal. So I don't know how it is on the console yet. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure it's
it's pretty close. Plus, it also does have the mouse and keyboard support on console too.
Yes,
if you chose.
yes.
So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's true.
And did you guys talk about the whole Larian situation?
Yeah, we went. Yeah, if you want to go into it, go for it.
Man,
yeah,
go
we
for
talked
it.
about Baldur's Gate, kind of gave our opinions on the split screen, which I did mention that Xbox, after all this crap came out, kind of said that they might get it to work on the Series S still.
They probably
I don't know why they. I mean, I don't know if I would have said that on Twitter, but they did. So, maybe they'll use the cloud. That was my suggestion. Like maybe they'll do something like the Microsoft Sim guys do.
I think if they
do some
SFS, I think is the feature. If they use that, they probably can get the split screen. But that's tech, whatever they can work through it. What's more interesting to me is because of what they did, should it now come out on Game Pass day and date? And I think there's good reason it should.
That would be
I don't know if
funny,
you guys
actually.
talked about that or not?
Holy crap. I mean, I had people asking me that. I don't think it's going to, but that
Could
would
be.
Holy F. Can
Oh,
you
fanboys would
imagine
be on
getting
fire, wouldn't they?
Starfield and Baldur's Gate this year on Game Pass? Oh, holy shit, dude. That
Well, you can
fanboying would go crazy.
You can keep the bear fucking. I played it
That's
on
true.
Stadia. Remember, this game came out on Stadia originally, folks.
Oh yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, and I'm one of those 300 people that had Stadia.
So whatever Wilmy decides to invest in, do the exact opposite.
Oh,
No.
I did not ever buy Google Glass though. Thank you.
Okay, well that's good because that was a lot of money.
But
So
yeah,
Wilmy, though, I can't remember. Did you say that? Did you like Baldur's Gate, or is that not?
No, it's not, dude. I can't do turn based. I don't have the patience for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do
can't.
turn-based some games, and then like some games it just does get kind of annoying, right? But
yeah, I'm the same way. It's
yeah.
really gotta hit. It's like really gotta grab me for me.
Exactly.
To,
it's got
like Wasteland. I know people like love like games like Wasteland, and I'm just like not.
I couldn't get into it.
I tried to play it.
I could not
get
into it. Yeah, I know it's like a beloved franchise or whatever, but not for me.
And my other issue with it is too, that many cutscenes. Man, who has time to sit back and watch, hundreds of hours of cutscenes?
Yeah.
I mean, that's great when you're 15 and you live in mom's basement. You don't really have anything else you got to do that week. But I just don't have the time.
Are they skippable, or do you have to watch them?
I think a lot of them you couldn't skip it first. Maybe they fixed it now.
Yeah, I hope that.
That's my problem with Kojima.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're gonna make a movie, make a movie. If you're gonna make a game, make a game. Quit trying to put both together. It just, I don't know. I get irritated with his games. So,
but that's coming to Game Pass because that's going to be whatever. There's a Kojima game coming to Xbox at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll get that.
That's
heck, we got
that's going to be a hot minute before we see that one.
Yeah. But yeah, so I like the reason I think Baldur's Gate is going to potentially. I mean, why it would make sense for them, for Larian, is they're already releasing it on PC, which is going to be the majority of the players, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then they've got Starfield coming, which is going to start taking away. It's just going to. There's just no way around that, right? It's going to start pushing towards Starfield. And then they're going to release it the same day on PlayStation, which is never going to get Starfield. So it's like, cool. That'll give them a bump. Now, according to what we see, it's about 5-point-something million already sold, right? So and that's on PC.
Right.
So now they get, let's say, 2 to 3 million. I mean, that's a huge amount, but because of the Starfield effect, I think they might actually get that much. Say they get 2 million sales on PlayStation. They're not going to get 2 million sales on Xbox. That's just not a viability. At that point, they probably saturated the number of people that are going to buy it. They probably add about 8-9 million because of the PC plus PlayStation. How much more are they going to get, right? So you're almost better off just saying, let's give it the boost it needs on the Xbox side, put it in Game Pass. And now 20 million people, because I assume there's like probably 10 million that are on PC.
Right.
20 million people will suddenly say, well, what the heck? I'll download it and try it. Right. And if it hits for somebody, it hits for somebody. Right. Otherwise, they're probably going to look at like maybe 200,000-300,000 in sales. Like, I don't know how much it's really going to resonate when you have Starfield. Right. If it's coming out like 6 weeks after Starfield, I think people are still going to be in Starfield. And let's not forget that at that point, you got Forza coming out. And on top of that, there's a very good potential that Call of Duty is a Game Pass game because of the way the structure of the new deal with Sony is. Yeah. It's possible that's a Game Pass game.
Tight, but that's
good luck, right? I mean, good luck getting your game to have any traction when you got those coming in. So it kind of makes sense from a Larian perspective. The question is Microsoft willing to put up enough, and do the financials work out? It may work out. And so if this is coming like end of November, beginning of December, it almost makes sense for it to just go into Game Pass. But
I was thinking December too for Baldur's Gate 3. I think that's the time slot that makes the most amount of sense. But I mean, now you're getting my hopes up, Hargeet. Damn you, because I'll jump on that game. I know it's not for Wilmy, but it feels like, I don't know. There's definitely some FOMO going on.
Like the entry point is 0, right? You just do it. You just download it, try it. Heck, you can put it in cloud, try it. Is this for me, right? And then if it's working for you, great. Like, go play it, right? So,
yeah. I think if it were to come out anytime soon, it's not hitting Game Pass because I just. But if it was coming like December, I could
Starfield.
See that. Right? No, it would just be stupid. Yeah.
Nope. But if it is coming out in December, right? We were thinking Stalker would be that December game that's now pushed out to January, February, whatever it is, right? It's next quarter. All right, so now you have December open, and as far as a release that was going to be considered for Game of the Year, it already released. It's already on PC, right? So this is just a port. kind of makes sense. It's kind of to me, it lines up. I don't know how much they would actually ask for, but it's a viable number. And since Phil went and talked to them specifically to say, let's drop this thing so that we can get this game on my platform, there's probably a need for, that they're looking at as a game they want to have this year on Xbox.
Oh,
so
yeah. I'm with you.
To me, it kind of lines up that it probably could, right?
I tell you, K. Asante made a really good observation on I think it was last week's show here that in chat he said that talking about Baldur's Gate 3 that there's going to possibly be a lot of PlayStation 5 players that will buy the game kind of out of spite
and not like it.
And then they'll realize that the return policy on PlayStation.
And the return policy is so good on PlayStation.
That's a good
you got it. You got
Exactly.
it.
That's
you
a
ain't
great
getting that
point,
return.
dude.
That was like, ooh, yeah, they're gonna get stung hard.
Yeah,
on that
you
one.
had the game for 5 seconds. Fuck you, too bad. You're not getting money. That's basically Sony's policy right there.
You played it.
I mean,
done. You own it.
Yeah, you're screwed. Raymond brings up a good point. I think he says, how big of a bag is Xbox gonna need to drop to get into Game Pass? I don't see it launching into Game Pass. I know. I like Larian would kind of have the upper hand a little bit there, depending on the time when this drops. Like 2 weeks from now, big bag. December, not as big, right? Because it goes away. The zeitgeist of Baldur's Gate 3 will go away.
It
but
depends on the structure of the deal, right? So if it's like an upfront lump sum, then you'd probably be looking at a higher number. But if it's, hey, we want to get it in there, let's give you $1 million, we'll put it in there. And then for anybody who plays the game over 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, whatever it is, we'll pay you extra, right? And that deal doesn't seem, I don't see why that hurts them, right? It's a game that's supposed to be hundreds of hours easily, right? So if you take like a 10-hour minimum and say at 10 hours, we'll give you an extra $10 or something per user or whatever. I mean, how does it hurt them? It's pretty.
I don't think they'd do it though. I don't think Xbox would be doing it just because they want people to play Starfield more.
Yeah.
I don't know because I think
I don't know.
Look, Larian was on their very short list of companies they wanted to buy, right?
Yes, they were.
So there's obviously something they see in this, right? So I don't know if they don't, right? I mean, they're looking for a mix. Starfield doesn't necessarily compete on the same genre level because it's not.
Well, that's true.
So, but Starfield is just on its own. It's just a game that of probably a generation, but it's just one of those kind of like zeitgeist games, right? So it's going to be its own thing, right? So everybody has to compete with it. It is what it is. It's much like Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man's going to be its own thing because it's Spider-Man, right? Just because everybody knows Spider-Man,
right?
So you just have to kind of give it its thing and like let it go. But I think this is its own little niche that like those who like it will want to play it. And what the heck, right? And Microsoft's all about that. They want diversity of gameplay and diversity of genres, diversity of producers, right? So somebody from Japan or from China or where they're looking for all sorts of things, and this is one of those odd ones that's very highly rated, and in that genre, it's a big deal. So like, why not? And it gives Game Pass another massive notch. They have a 90+ meta game in here. It's a 97.6 whatever it is, in Game Pass coming in day and date on our platform, right? So there's a lot of pluses to me. I'd see like, why not? I wouldn't do it in September, hell no. But if it was December, why not? At that point, you might have a little dip in people starting up Starfield and say, here's another big boost. This is our big AAA coming in December. Why not? Like it's a potentially big deal.
Now, how much they would need to pay?
Maybe it's like $5-10 million. It's probably worth it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it would be worth it in that case. The only pause I have is unless Xbox is kind of changing a direction, they don't typically hit a lot of like AAA stuff. They're very much like the good games that we get are like your Stalker 2s that are like on the verge of like AA to AAA. We just don't see like a lot of like we got like with Outriders from Square Enix, like when that came out, that was a big effing deal. You know what I mean? We haven't had a lot of like huge third-party games coming through Game Pass. Not a plethora, I should say. You know what I mean?
And he went over that, right? Because there is a hesitation, and rightly so, that any big AAA property, they're probably going to get the sales, right? So why would they go into Game Pass, right? And they talked, I think Destin asked them that question, and and he's like, fair enough. I'm not looking for those people to come in. That's this is not for everybody. It's where it makes sense. It makes sense, right? So if you're a large AAA, well-known property, it's fine that you're not coming to Game Pass. We're totally okay with that. That's fine,
right?
This one is just an interesting one where it's already done its thing, right? The PC is where this game is, and it's already done its thing. It's going to end up at 7-8 million by the end of the quarter, right? Easily, and on PC, and then you're going to get a little boost. How many more do they need, right? And then how much are they going to get on Xbox? Xbox has a 20-ish, 22 million, whatever install base. How much are they going to get of that, right? So you have to weigh it out and say, does it make sense, right? At some point, it probably does. Right, because this is going to be coming up to 5-6 months into its release. When did it come out? August? Was that when it came out? Right, this month, or was it last month? It was this month, right?
This month.
So it'll be into about the 4th, 5th month by the time it comes out, right? So that's about the time usually when you see things kind of come into Game Pass, even if they were coming on Xbox and then come in later, right? So it just happens to coincide with a good time. The other one that's interesting to me is Phantom Liberty is coming out. We always heard rumors that Cyberpunk was coming to Game Pass. Never did. Is this the time? Should they start looking at doing that? But either way, there's others that potentially could have also come to Game Pass that I haven't seen that we would like. Elden Ring. That was something that
I was just gonna say that, Hargeet. A lot of people talked Elden Ring and why didn't Elden Ring come? Why didn't Tiny Tina's Wonderland come? Why didn't what was the zombie game, the parkour one? A lot of people thought that was coming.
Dying Light or
Dying Light, Dying Light 2. Yeah, Dying Light 2, especially, and that happened in a year that they didn't have any games. Like there was literally none. So people were like, well, we should be getting games like that into Game Pass, and that didn't happen. And those were AAAs, and that's kind of why I give pause to things like this, where their history has told me that they won't do it, but it's Xbox, and they are changing. I'm seeing them do different things. I'm seeing them take chances. I'm seeing kind of the gloves come off a little bit. So I'm not saying that Baldur's Gate 3, it's a possibility.
One thing I want to jump in, if you don't give me real quick, is so I can't think of the guy's name. BMG what little short name is a PlayStation guy, whatever his name is, and he he's got a big following. I just can't think of the top of my head. Try to.
I know who you're talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking
about.
I
tried to find somebody cut out and put it on Twitter, and I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. That's it. MBG. That's
MBG.
MBG. Yeah. So he's fine, but not hating on him or anything. But he was so brokenhearted when he found out that it's coming out on Xbox this year. Because to him, it was like the only thing that they had besides Spider-Man, and it was their only saving grace.
They've had FF16 too, but
the way he was talking, Phil Spencer's a traitor and blowing money.
He was down, bro. He was
Phil's
down.
a traitor.
Exactly.
Here's the catch.
He called Phil a liar because of the parody. The whole parody thing. He was calling. He's like, see, I told you, he's full of shit.
Very sad.
See.
When you
has their own ideas.
When you see a grown man with those type of reactions over a video game, just make fun of him like the clown he is.
Yes.
Come on. This dude needs to go out, get laid, maybe drink a beer. Maybe do something with his life, because at this point, it's over for him.
Sad.
But
look, I don't know what the situation of this guy. This is why I don't go after these people. It's like I don't know what their life is like, and if this is like an escape for them. And it's like, well,
they have no life, Hargeet. Come on, man, admit it.
Fair
That's
why
enough.
It's
an escape for them.
This is the only way they can keep their sanity. You know what? Go to town. Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like, you're.
It doesn't bother me either. I just find it hilarious. This is a grown ass dude. It's like,
I don't like
wow.
on him. Like, whatever.
Listen, there's whole channels like Oh No, It's Alex and Fratello Plays that
do exactly
live off
right?
of this stuff. Without your MGBs, they have no content. So.
It's so sad.
They're like, shut up, Wilmy. That guy gives me a shit ton of content.
And don't get me wrong, Gaz is a friend of mine, dude. I watch all Gaz and Sauce videos.
And he's the
I know Gaz
opposite.
has a ton of them.
Totally goes after
but it's just
everyone.
like I would feel bad making fun of assholes like this, because I would almost feel bad if he did something to himself, but not really, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
Because
the thing. I just don't want to exacerbate something. Like
it's just
I don't know
like
what's
the
going on.
world would be better off if you just pulled your lip over your head and swallowed real hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at this point,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be taken seriously. You really should
Very
not
true.
be taken seriously.
And I'm sure a lot of the people who listen, most don't, but some obviously it's they're in a bubble that they just need to be in that bubble, and it's like fine, whatever, it resonates for them. So one of the things Rhetri, you were pointing out, and I think this is kind of an interesting point, is they're kind of coming out of their we're not doing stuff phase and going into like we're now going phase. And I'm wondering if this was all because of ABK, right? They had to show that they were not exactly in good spot, but
I think so.
Know, I think now that that's
I mean,
kind of wrapping up.
Look what they did at the VGAs. Dude, they had stuff. They had stuff, and they showed literally nothing on the biggest platform.
Terrible. And I hope this time there's like 4 announcements. I want them to go all out at this point. Like, and they're kind of hinting that like we're not doing the one time a year thing anymore. We're gonna be, and that was another thing that came out of this, right? Is we're gonna be going all the time now. You're just gonna keep seeing things. That's what I want to see, like the enthusiasm.
Like more, he was saying more shows are coming.
Just keep going. Yeah, exactly. Keep going. Keep going. Keep the enthusiasm rolling, right? And it's gonna put pressure on the other side. If PlayStation keeps no showing, that's gonna suck for the PlayStation side. At some point, like that enthusiasm gap is gonna start pushing people over to the other side. You just gotta like think of whatever. We'll see what they do to
and
respond.
Maybe their own unpaid spokesman may do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's what's gonna happen.
For years, dude, all these channels ran on one premise. Xbox got no games, blah, blah, blah. We got this. And now somebody had put out a tweet saying that they were the reason Xbox is competing. Well, I think the dude's full of shit, personally. But the thing is, in a way, maybe he is right. Because now they are playing ball. And now you're upset. You've got 40 and 50-year-old dudes crying on podcasts. Maybe they have, awoken. And a lot of us joked about it for years.
Yeah.
You're going to keep on and you're going to awaken something in these people and you're not going to be happy. Like Baldur's Gate 3. If you fuck a bear that's asleep, that bear's not going to be happy, right? That's kind of what they've done
awake,
at this
it's fine.
point.
But if he's sleeping, that's when you draw the line.
Ask his permission first.
He doesn't have consent, exactly.
But now you have pissed off Phil Spencer and all the people at Xbox. They're tired of seeing you, and they're saying, you know what? We can do one thing somebody can't afford to do, and that's buy everything.
Yeah, including you.
Dude. Right. Hey, and by the way, Phil, Gaming Beyond the Box is for sale. I own it. If you want that money, just hit me up. Matter of fact, I'm for sale. Fuck it, I don't care. My wife doesn't either. But
there you go.
I'm looking to retire. But the thing is, man, they did this, and now they have nothing to bitch about anymore.
Yep.
And every one of their podcasts, because I've actually been on some of these, and I feel like I'm the only sane one on the fucking panel.
Right, yeah.
And because they're all, the entire podcast for a PlayStation, 90% of the time is bitching about Xbox.
Yep.
And whenever I do an Xbox-centric podcast,
oh my goodness,
they talk about Xbox. It's weird how that works.
Well, throw a monkey wrench in there. I want you all to see this little clip if you haven't seen this already. This guy, this PlayStation fanboy who's really upset about Starfield and all the praise it's getting.
Oh God, I hope it ain't this one dude.
I've seen this one. Yeah,
I don't think I've seen this
one.
Starfield
is going to be the most disappointing game of 2023, and you need to stop defending.
And that's what your mom said the day you were born, son.
Average games. This game would have been great if it released in 2016 before No Man's Sky and Destiny 2 came out, but those games have been out for a long time, and they've already done what Starfield is trying to do. And there is no excuse for why Starfield needs to be locked at 30 frames per second on the most powerful console in the world. Are you out of your fucking mind, Bethesda? Your games are not known for their graphical fidelity. They're always buggy at launch. They always look like shit, and they always run like shit. Who the fuck do you think I am to fall for that lie again? Stop meat writing Todd Howard and Bethesda. The game.
He tells about meat writing. Look at the posters in the background.
You need to accept that. Stop letting people feed you bullshit because they tell you bullshit with a straight face.
Yep.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Good point, Wilmy. His posters in the background. Spider-Man, Avengers. Yeah.
Why does he care? How does this affect this kid?
Exactly. Dude, I do
I'm calling him a kid.
Content,
he's probably 20 some years younger than me, so he's a kid.
Yeah, he looked young, but all my content is like Game Pass, Xbox stuff. I don't attack PlayStation guys for liking their game. It's just fucking weird. Like, why would I waste my time going on Twitter and bitching like, oh, you enjoy God of War? Fuck you. That's stupid. That game sucks. It's a sad dad simulator. Like, I just don't do that stuff. It's just weird. It's a weird thing to me.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scrub Nurse.
Go for it.
One is desperation. If you are, this is my favorite thing, and you finally getting a taste of, and it's not really finally because the PlayStation was in this situation 6 years ago when they were running and they didn't have any games for a whole year, and they were basing it off of one game. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Now you got Starfield and all these folks who had these most powerful PCs in the world. We don't care about Xbox first-party studios. We don't have to have their console. We don't have to have Game Pass. We can play it on our PC, and we'll pirate it and won't even spend the money to give it to Xbox. Well, now you're seeing that these folks don't have their PCs to play this game. That's why it's that much crime. Xbox is getting all the hype as far as we need y'all to compete. All we want Xbox to do is compete. Now they're competing. Okay, this is basically someone who has been at the top for so long, and to see anybody get a little breadcrumb of anything, they get mad because it halfway might diminish them just a tiny bit. So you're seeing a lot of that with Starfield. A lot of people are worried about it. Starfield getting all the hype. All these folks are sitting talking about how they're going to make these accounts so they can review bomb a game that quote unquote they don't care about. And then there's a lot of people, and you even saw it in the chat, Spider-Man is going to sell more copies than Starfield. Why are we still talking about copies? Microsoft has already said that they're changing the way they look at games.
So they can hit the win column because they want to hit the win
exactly
column.
So they can get a W. But this is not what people are also noticing. Even though they might not buy the game at 60 or 70, how many people are going to spend that $31?
I did.
$35 to get the game early, and it's not just going to be us. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to do that just to get that early access. Now you counted that. Look how many controllers sold out. Look how many Starfield
peripherals.
wraps. Look how many
Constellation editions sold out.
Constellation edition.
People are getting canceled. There's that much demand.
This is a game pass. This is a game that you can get on Game Pass for $15 or $20-something, and folks are spending all this on peripherals. Plus, just think, you go and get on Game Pass, you play Starfield, a game that's going to drain your lifetime if this is up your alley, for not just a week, not for 2 weeks, not for 2 months. It might be half the year or more. You're spending the $15 to $20 a month. You're going to spend more than what this game is worth as far as MSRP retail than what you would buy on a Spider-Man game. So there's potential, even though the total number sale will be lower, it's going to make more money, even being on Game Pass. Even being on Game Pass.
That's a good point, Scrub Nurse.
Yeah. I mean,
this is not a 6-hour game where someone plays for 6 hours. Oh, I paid my Game Pass fee and now I'm going to cancel it. If you cancel it, you lose all your progress. You're going to be on Game Pass forever and a day if you're someone who loves a game like Starfield. And this is what these people are missing just by saying, well, look how many copies versus this. It's all about software sales. It's all about people who are engaged in these games now. And it's two different games. Two different games.
Well, I just want to point out something, like, to your point, right? But look, this is a game that somebody would say, hey, I might play this for 5 years. I might play this for 10 years. I'm just going to buy it.
Exactly.
Right? But
just
physical
like
sales on Amazon, physical sales, even though digital is the world, right? Starfield is 51. Spider-Man 2 is 59. I'll just point that out.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked, actually.
I'm really surprised people keep thinking this game isn't going to sell. I think you're wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if it sells 10 million in the first quarter.
Well, I actually
This is a
did buy a
Bethesda
digital
game. It's
Yes,
a
at
Bethesda
Eastside
game.
Vandal.
I
Yes.
think a lot of people are going to buy it. It was top seller on Steam for a while. It's no joke. This is a Bethesda game. Like all these, like that guy saying, don't hype it up. What are you talking about? Like every Bethesda game gets hyped up. What are you talking about?
We should hype up the foam game, Hargeet. Remember the Square Enix shaving foam simulation? Yeah, that's the one we should.
Foam Stars, that was it. Yeah,
yeah, that's what we should hype.
Oh yes.
Matter of fact, I think we're going to do that tomorrow. Scrub on the podcast. We're going to get a bunch of shaving cream. We're going to put it behind us on the camera.
My head. Yeah,
and we'll just like surf around in the background and make. Who knows?
So
it's just.
I'll give me an inflatable pool.
I won't make the bet, but I wouldn't be surprised if this beats Spider-Man because of just the install base. We're talking PC, which is like what hundreds of millions.
They're going to split it. They're going to say console only.
Of course.
I don't care. It's
I don't care either. Hargeet's right. Yeah. Total sales.
Sell copies of this.
Being on PC is gonna move serious.
So PC alone is like the 40 million whatever PlayStations versus hundreds of millions of players on PC plus whatever's on Xbox. There's a good chance this thing sells like 10 million copies. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, I think that wouldn't be a problem at all. 10 million. Because this is going to be a game. This is like the game of the century. Folks are going to buy it just to see what it's about.
This game's been in production for what, 20 plus years?
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years in production, like 20 something years on the books as far as what he wanted to make.
Exactly.
Wanting to make it.
Yeah, but he's waiting for the technology to get to where he felt it could happen, and finally did. So there we go.
I hope this thing lands. I hope it's a mid-90s meta. I just want to see this thing and be done with it.
High 90s. Come on, Hargeet. High 90s.
I'd be happy with that.
Above 91.
Like, what is high 90s? 98, 99? Like,
95
what is high
or
90s?
higher?
Yeah, I would say 95.
So that's mid
I
to
feel
me.
like
That's
95.
right?
Okay. Yeah,
so
I
like
guess
92 to 96
bomb.
mid, and then 97, 98, 99, 100. Like that's like high to me. And I'd be happy with mid 90s. That'd be fantastic. But if it hit 97, 98, yeah, that's awesome.
Gonna get review bombed, and then
that's my
Ryan
problem.
McCaffrey.
I think there's gonna be several.
It's gonna be a 91.
Like, Sony media outlets are like, nope, we're giving this an 8.
Ryan McCaffrey will sit there and go, I can't make love to my dog in this game, so I'll give it a bad rating. Jason Schreier will be like, I think they may have worked more than 40 hours, so I'm going to bomb it. No, because they may have crunched a little bit making this game.
I don't think that's allowed, right?
Yeah,
it's Microsoft.
Crunch isn't allowed, right? Hey, Rhetri, read that out for Scrub Nurse. That's
yeah,
nice.
sure. Eastside Vandal shouting out Scrub Nurse here, saying, "Remember me? I was the dude in your Facebook group that Dorsey would get mad at for saying stuff like Xbox should buy Sega. Good to finally see your face, man." Yeah, so I mean, Eastside Vandal, anyone get mad at you over that's an idiot because it's probably going to happen anyway. So I don't know how long ago you said it. What's that?
I'm Scrub Nurse's cousin. I just use his name to be on TV.
Okay.
I'm joking.
He's an avatar.
Scorpio pony narratives and talking points are crumbling right before their very own eyes. I love it. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a new day, man. It's a new age for Xbox. They're obviously putting their money where their mouth is, and they're not effing around anymore. So it's good to see. I think now that the ABK thing is, I feel like Hargeet, is making a point that the ship is turning, and that's the ABK thing was putting a pause on a lot of things they probably wanted to do, probably a lot of money they wanted to spend. We know they wouldn't have let Embracer do what Embracer did. There's no effing way Embracer would have got those studios if ABK wasn't around. Microsoft would have scooped all of that up, guaranteed. For that price point, they would have paid triple that easily. That was easy $1 billion deal that went for $330 million, whatever the fuck it was.
300.
So who's going to be the first media outlet to trash Starfield?
IGN.
Kotaku?
No,
it might be IGN.
I think IGN.
I think Kotaku. I think
yeah, you're probably right.
It's probably Kotaku. PC Gamers had like a massive fucking boner with Xbox this last year. I don't know what the hell their fucking problem is. They got a hard on to giving them a lot of issues.
Have you looked at their journalists though? Have you really paid attention to these
what
journalists?
They look like, or are you talking like
that and the rest of their posts? It's like they all want to play these weird kumbaya, hold my hand, let's go fishing with the cat type games.
Mm.
You know, it's kind of weird to me. Like that one girl at Kotaku. It's like, really, lady, you're going to sit there and talk about a character's ugly? Yeah. Did you look in a mirror this morning? But I mean, it's just, I don't know, dude. They just got this weird, they all love these Nintendo games that are like simple and, you know, just where life is unicorns and, you know, all that shit. That's not the real world.
Mm.
So it's just, I don't know, man. Most of them are all enamored with Switch, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It will get bombed like crazy. So
Yeah, we'll see. Right, I don't know. I hope that the media bias thing won't affect it, but
we all know it's going to, but I don't care because I don't pay attention to any of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care either, but I think it will affect the score.
They make good laughing points.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I care is because I think it's unfair to Bethesda, right?
It is totally unfair.
They don't deserve that. They are a class, ridiculously awesome studio that have made some ridiculously awesome games, and for them to then just get trashed just because they're associated with Xbox, just like I hate that. I think that's unfair to that studio. They make awesome stuff, and they deserve the praise for it, right? So if Larian can get a 97, I think Starfield should be getting a similar score.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And the funny part was, watch the narrative, because media outlets were praising Baldur's Gate because you could have sex as a druid. If there's any type of sex in Starfield, watch it be pointed out as a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And there is, I think it is in there. I think it is.
And watch it be pointed out. You shouldn't let your kids play this game. But now when Baldur's Gate was doing it, oh my God, you should let little Billy play this so he can learn how to make love to a bear. You know,
an example,
which is totally an idea you want to teach your 12-year-old kid.
Boom, boom.
Hey, Billy, there's a black bear laying in the woods. Why don't you go fuck it?
Sweet.
Yeah.
What an unbearable situation.
Hey, why don't you go that bear, Billy?
I like them French fried taters.
Yeah. Hey, Billy, why don't you go run up that
Well,
bear?
now that we've totally lost everything and gone off the rails, I want to thank everybody
You're
for
welcome.
being here today. Guys, thank you so much for being here in the chat. Thank you so much for being here on the panel. We're going to go around real quick. We'll start with Hargeet since he jumped in as a special guest. Thank you so much for jumping on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're always welcome. We loved having you on. So, buddy, where can people find you?
So normally on RDX, though last week we sort of just didn't have the podcast.
RDX is still
every
on?
Tuesday. What was that?
I didn't know RDX was still a show.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Still a
Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time on Dealer Gaming's channel. And Boom's Double Barrel Gaming channel. I'm on his Primetime Gaming every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And every now and then you can catch me on Game On Daily. And if you didn't catch the last Sauce video, it kind of went over all the fun that the Sony fanboys have been doing with us for the last month or so.
It was funny.
And I put in, I had created a whole thing about the how to trick a pony program that Doc Dark 1985 came up with, and I created the acceptance form. and that was pieces of that were in the Sauce video. If you want to check the whole thing, I put it up on my channel. It has like the whole form, and you can read what I came up with. There was a little Back to the Future meets stupidity mode.
Very cool. Very cool.
So,
well, Harvey, thanks again for jumping on, man. We appreciate you, sir.
Yep.
All right.
I've never actually been able to speak to Hargeet.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first time.
I think for both Scrub Nurse. I don't think we've been on a podcast before either, right?
No, we haven't. So yeah, that's crazy.
We're bringing people together here at the council. You're welcome.
Exactly. all good people come together here. We love it. Well, Scrub Nurse, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, you can definitely find us on Sunday nights, Gaming Beyond the Box, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. I always have to get that straight because I'm in the real good time, the Central Time.
Yeah, me too.
And but then you can also find me on Twitter, Scrub Nurse with the number 3 behind it. Or you can find me on my Twitch channel where I'll probably be streaming Call of Duty from time to time.
I would have never thought that.
Exactly. I know.
I love it.
And it'll be Scrub Nurse. And that'll be Scrub_Nurse. You can check me out there. So I appreciate everybody for checking out, hanging out, WEBDAVE, Rhetri for hollering at us and asking us out, and shout out to the chat and everybody in the replay game. I mean, it was a fun time.
Oh yeah, we loved having you guys on, and we'll go to the man who has Gaming Beyond the Box. Wilmy, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, I'm easy to spot. I'm usually the one that gets banned on everything. But you can find me on X. But since good old Moon Boy decided to block my original account, you have to find me under Wilmy Hood #2 now. Since he's, scrubbed out my original, I'm still pissed about that one. And you can find me every Sunday night on Gaming Beyond the Box. Tomorrow night we will have Big Cloud Gaming as our guest, because I haven't been able to sit down and talk to Big Cloud in ages.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, all under the same name, Wilmy Hood.
Very cool.
And thanks, gentlemen, for having me. It was a blast.
100%, brother.
We loved having you.
Even
guys
though I love to take everything completely off the rails because that's what I do best.
But dude, that's what makes this show fun, and we love you being you, man. That's awesome. And I mean this with all my heart when I say this. Their show is on at the same time as ours tomorrow night, and you should watch their show first. Watch theirs live. Give them all the flowers, man. Go sign up, and it's a great show. It's a lot of fun. And then when you're done with their show, then you can come back and watch us on the replay because we're going to be around, and we get a lot of replays. So we appreciate that from everybody. So don't miss out on a great show because it's on at the same time we are. Because like I said, we love these guys. That's why we have them on today. So much. They've been in the community for a long time. They put on a great product. You will not be disappointed. You will definitely be entertained. I guarantee it.
And we have brought a lot of people into the community over the years.
That's true.
Exactly. It's so cool. And I've interviewed both these guys too, which are interviews on this channel as well too. So check it out, as well as Hargeet's and Rhetri's.
Yes. Yep.
I gotta put my.
And he just had Paris. He just dropped the Paris episode too.
Paris and Lily was this week as well too. So yeah. So Rhetri, tell everybody where you can find you, and then I'm gonna let you send us home.
Sure. You can find me here, there, everywhere. I'm obviously on X. You can see I put X at Game Pass _daily. I'm still trying to get Game Pass daily. I'm working real hard to get that. It's not that easy to bump someone else off of that stupid platform. But anyways, you guys can also find me Game Pass daily on YouTube. I do streaming, do Game Pass stuff. That's pretty much all I talk about because I'm a shill. But I like what I like, and I don't care. And so I just want to thank Scrub Nurse, Wilmy Hood, and of course Hargeet for joining us tonight. When we have these special shows, they're once a month. We're not supposed to go out to the general public. We made a mistake. We hit some wrong buttons, and that's okay. Again, this is not the first. This is not the first time we do it. Won't be the last. Yeah. But so you guys can join the special shows, which are supposed to be special, and not everyone else is supposed to be here just for the members for as low as $1 a month. So yeah, we appreciate you guys coming out. Please hit that like button on the way out, and we'll see you guys next time on the Gamers Council.
Game over.